Stadium is taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on sport. Allen, Big Daddy, always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation.
All right, just about set to go. And on the mound today, with Tyler Glasnow. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
0-1. That one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Glasnow, ready, deals. Lifted in the air, right center field. He's got it. And there's one away. Nesbitt, they're DH in this one. Tucupita Marcano.
Well, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, it's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
And he deals. Bounce to the left side. Betts on the run, throw to first. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
Sometimes early errors can be just as costly as errors made late in the ball game, but you just don't know it at the time. Second batter of the game gets on base for free, bringing up the number 3 hitter. So we'll see if they can take advantage right here.
One down. Next up for the Padres. On the ground to first. That's a hit. Lead runner around second. To third. In there safely.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And fouled off. Tatis waits. There's a swing and a miss.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Luis Campusano. To the right side, Lux. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. Padres leave a pair, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill, Joe Musgrove. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game. If you just do.
Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. At the very bottom, hitting 9th, Teoscar Hernandez.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hand. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
2 away.
Batting third, the center fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Allen Big Daddy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings through that high fastball.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Two outs, nobody on. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
No strike.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in L.A., 2nd inning set to go. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Glass now back to work. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone move from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers, they work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff. Tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. And the slider just misses. Kicks and deals. In there at the knees. Cronenworth gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Righty to the plate. Right through there, got her. And that's the first out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Man at first, one away. On the ground to third. Goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So first and second with one gone. And now it's going to be Matthew Batten.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a swing and a miss there.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Two on, one out. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. Swings through that one for strike one.
One strike.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on. Thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. And down to shortstop, Mookie Betts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And here it comes. And a foul ball. Musgrove, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a cutter, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And that one is lifted in the air. And it stays fair. The throw in. And he's there with a double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Here's Muncy to hit. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. On a line, base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Betts, the runner at third. Muncy on at first with nobody out. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Righty delivers. Foul ball, still 0-2. The pitch. There's a swing and a drive. One run is in, and it hits the fence.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one to first. He takes it on his own. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Golden opportunity right here. Just missed. The Dodgers trying to break this one open here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. 1 run across. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So the batting order turns over. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Bottom half of inning number 2. The 1-1. Swing and a base hit. 1 run is in.
Back-to-back singles, textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
And now it's Gavin Lux. He's 0 for 1. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. The pitch. Gets under and pops it up. And the infield fly is called.
The batter, number 23.
So first and second with 2 outs. Stepping in the long ball threat, Allen Big Daddy. Just missed.
He's got 1 already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one hammered way back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We play 2 full. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Padres nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Jose Azocar. Here comes the pitch. Azokar, 27 years old, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center. The pitch. Foul ball there.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner teammates to help him out in the gaps.
Lifted in the air, right field. Hernandez settles underneath it, brings it in, and there's one down.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there at the knees, strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's a strike. The Padres down by 4. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Got him swinging. Padres down in order. They're down 4-0. And we're back. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
The shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts now made his debut with the Red Sox in 2014 and actually hit a home run against the Dodgers in 2016.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Mookie is fantastic for baseball. A great player, big personality. He's played for some of the most popular teams in the league.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Blast. And they add on. It's 5-zip. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
1 out, base is empty. Max Muncy, the next to hit. Right side, hard hit. Bogarts with the throw to first. They get the out on Muncy.
The catcher, Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And it's fouled away. The pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now the left fielder, James Outman. Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Joe Musgrove is done in this one, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Pitching change here, Matt Waldron.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Teoscar Hernandez, and he's already singled in this game. That one ripped left field. Get out of town. He sends a rocket to left. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 8-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's a rocket out to left. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. Back here at Dodger Stadium, out of the 4th, here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. The right-hander back to work. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Padres, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tosses to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game.
Strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Now here's Jake Cronenworth, and first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. The Dodgers up big in this one, top half of inning number 4. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Smith makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Jurickson Profar now at the plate. Two down, nobody on, and a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out looking. Padres go down quietly, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back here in L.A., bottom 4. Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. Waldron back to work.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at...
And it gets by him.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So up next, Alan Big Daddy. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Lux on at first, nobody out. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Profar makes the catch. And there's one down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Man at first, here's Shohei Ohtani. And first offering is fouled off.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, in a day and age where velocity is king, you get a guy out there on the mound that's soft throwing, you're licking your chops thinking it's going to be like a softball game. But a knuckleball dancing all over the place, it's hard for you to maintain plate discipline because that velocity makes you want to hit it a long way. And if you get out in front, boy, you will look bad at the dish.
The 0-2. On the ground, right side, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. Here's Mookie Betts. He's already homered in this game. And a big swing and a miss.
One strike.
Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. One out, base is loaded. Max Muncy digs in now. 1 for 2. All loaded up here in game one of this 3-game set. Swing and a miss. And that is strike two.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swings through it for the K. No advance, good job behind the dish.
Had him way out in front of the knuckleball there. That thing just floats and dances to the plate, and as a hitter, kind of feels like it'll never get there. You've got to try to find a way to stay on that back leg and just let it travel as deep as possible. Tough to do, though.
On the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond, and they get the out on Smith. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. 3 hits in the inning, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Padres nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the DH for the Padres. Tucupita Marcano. And the pitch. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Oh, 2 now. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next for the Padres, Matthew Batten. Caught looking his first time up. That one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Freeman makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And a foul ball, third base side. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Two outs. Down the line. Hernandez ranging after it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the inning, here's the left fielder, James Outman. The wind of the pitch. Bounced out to short, Batten. First out in the bottom of the 5th.
Up next to the Dodgers, the right fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Johnny Brito getting loose out there. Kolek also getting ready. In the air, left field, down the line. Profar has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So the lineup flips over. Stepping in, Freddie Freeman. 1 for 3. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Oh.
And a base hit into right center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a foul ball. Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one as it remains an 8-0 game. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in is the speedy Jose Azocar.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 0-2 stays alive. And a pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Glasnow.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Manny Machado up to the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Glasnow back to work, the 0-1. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fought off foul. And the right-hander deals. And it's fouled away. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Hernandez makes the catch, inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Padres nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Allen, Big Daddy. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Big Daddy goes 6 feet 3 inches, only 18 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Swings through that.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ball popped up. Batten drifts towards it. Makes the grab, 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat, Mookie Betts.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swung on, belted. Azuka going back on this one. Makes the catch up against the wall. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Padres nothing. Back here in L.A., new inning getting started. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Campusano. Glasnow back to work. Right through there for a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
And the pitch. Got him looking. And that's the first out. And now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The Padres with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. He goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Profile at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Right through there for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Two outs. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still 8-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, Max Muncy at the dish. And here it comes. And there's a strike.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Hit hard. That gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now Will Smith. First pitch misses. Right-handed reliever. The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Muncy, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Ground ball, could be 2. Bogarts off balance feed. There's 1, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And at first, Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's outside, and that is ball 1. The Dodgers up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck, and it's into the gap. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. First and second, 2 down here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Freeman hits it in the air. Tatis under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple as the lead holds at 8-0. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's going to be
the designated hitter, Tucapita Marcano.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Alex Vesia.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And there's the strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And now 1-2.
It's a good take.
In the air out towards right center. Sizes this one up. And there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Matthew Batten, the next up for the Padres. Swings and misses. 0-1. Fires to first on the run, and he'll be safe at first.
Oh, this has been anything but a clean game for this team defensively. That's their third error, but somehow they still have the lead. Even if they do get the W in this one, I'm sure there's going to be some early work tomorrow trying to clean things up a little bit.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
the center fielder, number 28, Jose Azocar.
Man at first. So digging in now for San Diego, Jose Azocar. And a big swing and a miss. Batten off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ball popped up. Lux makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here is Gavin Lux. That one ripped, but foul. Popped up, settles under it, puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 23.
Alan Big Daddy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's a guy who does it all. That one hammered left field. That's back. And it's off the wall. But he holds up at first. Good play out there to cut it off.
Now batting,
so man aboard. Next to hit, Shohei Ohtani. First offering, runner goes, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Left-hand hitter waits. That one is absolutely belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. And a run comes in to score.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Here's Mookie to hit. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Kicks and deals. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing.
Number one takes over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Matsui.
Here comes Max Muncy. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Yeah, left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Sliced hard but foul. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. In the air, right field. Tatis drifts towards it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. Last chance coming up for the Padres. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Manny Machado to start it off. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That's in there. Strike 1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
The 1-2. Hard hit left side. Throw is high and over his head.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base, and usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target, and I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
And at first, now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Right through there for a strike. Vesia, a 6'1 lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Runner at first with no outs here. And now the lefty. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. And ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. That one hammered center field. That's back. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. And they tag him out. So they're down to their final out. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. High fly ball out into left center field. Betts settles underneath it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
11-0 your final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.